And we are live. What's up, everyone? What's up, YouTube? How you guys doing? Hope you're having a good one. Back with another video. This time we're gonna be breaking down Israel Adesanya versus Robert Whittaker. This fight is going down this Saturday, man. I am so excited about. I've been waiting for months. Came down to weeks, and now we only 3 days away from it. And man, a lot of people are focusing a lot on Israel Adesanya. They saying that Israel Adesanya is gonna take the belt, is gonna defeat Robert Whittaker. And I'm here to tell you, man, they are mistaken. They are underestimating Robert Whittaker big time. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Israel Adesanya is scrap. He doesn't know how to fight, and he doesn't have a chance to become a champion. But let me tell you, if you take a good look at Israel Adesanya's resume, his toughest opponent was Kelvin Gastelum. Yeah, I said it, Kelvin Gastelum. I know he fought Anderson Silva, but man, that's not the same Anderson Silva. Anderson Silva now is just the name. He's living up to his name. It's not the same Anderson Silva from 2010, 2014. You know what I'm saying? Where he had that amazing run. But anyways, when Israel Adesanya fought Anderson Silva, he fought him. He was scared, man. And don't get me wrong, a lot of people say, oh, he didn't want to beat up Anderson because Anderson is Adesanya's idol and this and that. BS, bro. I'm calling BS. Adesanya was fighting that fight very careful. He didn't want to get beat up by Anderson Silva because that was a test. You gotta understand one thing. The UFC has been putting a lot of hype behind Israel Adesanya. And you know what the UFC do? When they want a new guy to become a face of the UFC, they right away throw him these legends, like big names, you know what I'm saying? They are the prime. They should not be fighting anymore. They're not the same fighter that one time they were. So they throw these older guys. They have a name. They throw them to these new fighters, like passing the torch in a way, passing the torch. You know what I'm saying? They did the same thing with BJ Penn. They gave him to Yair Rodriguez. And we've seen many other fights like that. We see many other examples. So don't get fooled, man. There is something to this. You can't just believe everything the UFC. The UFC has a plan. They have always have a plan. They're not always gonna give you the best fighters. They don't always put the best fighters on the main event. Sorry about that. But yeah, like I said, Israel Adesanya's toughest opponent was Kelvin Gastelum. And look at Kelvin Gastelum's record. This guy built a career. He managed to move up in the rankings by beating up old names. He beat up Michael Bisping. I gotta give it to him because he actually beat up Jacare Sosa, I believe. But when he was fighting against Chris Weidman, he couldn't pass Chris Weidman. Remember that fight? It was a close fight. And I'm not saying Kelvin Gastelum is a scrub either. He's a good fighter, but he's not there yet. He's never fought for the belt. He's never fought for the title. He was close to fight for the belt, but that never happened. So this just makes me believe that Israel Adesanya is just running with the hype. You know what I'm saying? On the other hand, if you look at Robert Whittaker's record, man, Robert Whittaker's record is impressive, bro. It's like this guy went through a murderous road. This guy went through a murderous road to get to fight for the belt. He fought the biggest, toughest fights out there, and he's the champion. You know what I'm saying? So this guy is the real deal. He's a real champion. He didn't just got easy fights, move up on the ranks because he had a big, loud mouth. You know, like we know who. Robert Whittaker keeps it to himself. He's well behaved. But yeah, he is the real champion, man, because he managed to beat up all these tough opponents and become a champion. And I know a lot of people are saying, oh, Robert Whittaker is gonna lose because he's been out for 2 years, and there's a thing called ring rust, which I never fought in the UFC, but I don't believe in ring rust. I don't know what the hell that is. If you keep practicing, you craft. You don't have to be fighting in the UFC. You don't have to be taking five fights a year like what's his name? Cowboy Cerrone. Look what Cowboy Cerrone is doing. I love Cowboy Cerrone, don't get me wrong, one of my favorite fighters in the UFC. But look at his body. Look how old he got. He put on 20 years on him in 5 years. The dude is falling apart, man. So, and by the way, Robert Whittaker stayed out not because he wanted to take the rest, because he wanted to take a break. No, that's not what happened. He had multiple injuries, big ass surgeries. He went through a lot of big surgeries. But you know what? Sometimes staying out of the octagon, not taking fights, it helps fighters. It helps your body rejuvenate. You know what I'm saying? Let's not go too far. Look at Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz was out for like what? Since the last time he fought Conor McGregor. I don't know, 2 years, 2.5 years. And I don't know why. People keep saying, oh, Nate Diaz been out all the time. He's been out for 2.5 years. He's rusty. He's not going to be the same fighter. Look what happened, man. Look what happened. Nate Diaz came in. He was ready. He looked in shape. He looked prepared. And look what he was able to do to one of the to an ex-champion on Anthony Pettis. Anthony Pettis is, man, he's not just any scrub out there. Anthony Pettis is an ex-champion, and look what Nate Diaz was able to do to him. Man, and don't get me started. I cannot wait for Masvidal versus Nate Diaz. That is a classic. That is the best fight I'm ever gonna we all gonna see. That is a fans fight right there, guys. These guys are the real deal. But that's for another video. Let's focus on Robert Whittaker right now. So yeah, Robert Whittaker's record speaks for itself. It's hard to bet against Robert Whittaker. Don't get me wrong. Israel Adesanya has the potential to become the face of the UFC, but I feel that it's just a little too early. He's like 1 or 2 fights away from becoming the man. And I have a feeling Robert Whittaker is gonna get to keep his belt. I guarantee you that. No, I don't guarantee you that. I assume because he's the better fighter. He's the mature fighter. The fighter that has the most experience. That night, the experience is gonna show. Look what happened. Israel Adesanya, Kelvin Gastelum. Kelvin Gastelum has no freaking experience at all fighting for the belt. He's never defend the belt or been in on fights that is required for him to fight for his life. Never. It's always he makes it look like it's easy fights, but they hard fights. But my point here is that if Israel Adesanya had a hard time fighting Kelvin Gastelum, it's gonna be a long night fighting Robert Whittaker. And if I have to go with one guy here, I'm going with Robert Whittaker. Anywhere. I have a feeling Robert Whittaker can take him down anytime he wants. That is for what we've seen so far. Israel's weakest side is being on the ground. Yeah, even though he had a good scrap with Kelvin Gastelum, but it was one time. I still want to see. I want to see him get tested on the ground, man. Defend some submissions. I want to see you defend a guillotine choke. How you gonna get out of that? Yeah, we've seen him. He looks impressive when he's fighting. He's striking. He's throwing leg kicks. Oh my God, he seems like a video game character. But it's going down this Saturday, guys. You guys let me know how you feel. If I have to pick a guy here, I am going with Robert Whittaker for the win. I have a feeling Robert Whittaker is the smarter fighter, well prepared, more experience. It's gonna take him down and it's gonna beat him up in the ground. It's probably gonna be a submission, Khabib style. Israel Adesanya is gonna get taken out Khabib style. Remember that. Alright, guys. Write me a comment in the section below. Let me know how you feel. Who do you want to win? I'm over Robert Whittaker, but at the end of the day, I like both of these guys. It's gonna be a great fight. The real winners here is the fans. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Like and share. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe. Talk to you guys later. Out!